Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today, like I said in the last video, we're going to be reviewing our first set of vehicles in Star Citizen. And in this video we have three ground vehicles from Anvil. The Anvil Ballista, the Anvil Centurion, and the Anvil Spartan. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and start with... okay, so we're going to start off with the Ballista, which is this big missile carrier right here. This is a military ground vehicle. Sorry for my speech this morning. Like, it's not at level 100 this morning. It's like, it dropped down. I had to change it real quick to legend level it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Anyways, yeah, so this again is a ground vehicle. It is a little bit underused right now because there isn't really much ground gameplay other than maybe some odd events like Jump Town or things like that. And then the other ground event, the big one that I can think of, is the Valakar at Pyro, which is in a storm, so you can't really get ground vehicles there. So unless you drop them from the sky, then, you know, maybe, but even then, it's like, it's hit or miss. But anyways, yeah, so we've got some ballistic missiles here. These things are huge, by the way. Yeah, these things are quite big. Yeah, I mean, these things have got to be able to take out, like, some light fighters at least, with just one or maybe two of them. Like, that's insane. But yeah, these are very underutilized right now because there is very little ground gameplay in the game. But let's have a look inside. So, as you walk in, we have our weapon holders right here. We have some storage, which is quite nice to have. And then we've got... I'm trying to read what that says. Right now, I don't know if you can tell by the sound, but I'm looking sideways. Yeah, so these must just be, like, component access, is what I'm gathering. Something like that, or the ammunition access for the turret up the top there. Which, I mean, that would be kind of a cool feature to be able to see. And then again, this is more component access here. So, yeah, let's have a look at the front here. Let's have a look up here. Ooh. I mean, by the way, guys, I don't think you understand, by the way. Like, I know that most people would be like, oh, you've already seen it because you've drove this thing. I literally don't look at these things, so, like, even though I've drove them, this is, like, my first time seeing them. It's, like, the same with all of them. Unless I actually fly it, like, all the time or use it all the time, I don't look. So it's a case of, like, sometimes I'm seeing these things for the first time, like, without actually paying attention to it. But yeah, again, this is, I honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I think Anvil have the really nice hoods. I'm pretty sure I've already said this in the Pisces episode, but they have really nice hoods. I really like this. It doesn't feel like too squished, and it just feels like all nicely laid out, if you know what I mean. Especially in, like, this kind of area here. Maybe it's like, you know, the window could have expanded up to here, so I could actually see out of, like, this bit, because it does kind of feel like oh, look out to, like, to this side. I look over and there's just a wall. I can't really see anything. So maybe that's something that they can improve, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. But anyways, yeah, you've got ballistic cannons on the top here, and then, like, for the pilot, which is pretty insane to have as a pilot. I mean, there's no railgun or laser cannon or torpedo, but hey, ballistics are ballistics. Take them or leave them. Right, let's have a look in here. Okay, so if I wanted to shoot one of these, let's see if I can nail a shot on this. It hit the floor. Right, okay, perfect. That's just what I needed. Let me just arm all four of them for memes. Every single one of them hit the floor. Okay, so every single one of them hit the floor. But the point is, or the point was I was gonna aim and destroy one of them ships from the other video that I made that are still there, and I just haven't been bothered to move them. I do need the I would prefer having my hangar back, you know, be able to park things. But anyways, moving on. This one is the Centurion. This one is just a huge ass Gatling cannon. I don't actually know if you can actually swap the cannons out for ballistics, but if you can, and if they hold a lot of ammo, Jesus, I would just pray for anybody in a ship, unless they're in like some sort of like capital ship. Good luck, bro. Like, okay, I'm sorry, but imagine having, I don't know what they're called. Is it the Grey Cat PDC or MTC or whatever it's called, where they have the PDC turret on the back? Imagine having like 3 of them around you, and then like 3 of these Centurions, and maybe a ballista or 2, and just holding your ground. Like, they wouldn't be able to hit you, because the PDCs will take out the missiles. It would only be like a capital ship that would be able to like come down with like a railgun or something like that, or even then they would need some sort of like massive firepower to be able to take it on, and even then they're gonna have people firing at them constantly. But yeah, these I'm actually really, this makes me sad, you know, because don't get me wrong, these like are so cool. Like, these ground vehicles, I really like them. Like, obviously I probably wouldn't use them myself unless I was in like an org or something like that. But again, this is so cool, but it's so sad because there's not enough ground gameplay to like actually do much with it, if you know what I mean. So it's a case of like, you've got all of this amazing interior here, which also I haven't actually spoke about because this is different. But you've got all of this amazing interior here, and this amazing design of a like a vehicle, and it just isn't used. Like, I don't know, it just feels like really, really underused. But anyways, yeah, so we've got some, oh wow, okay, I didn't expect there to be that much in here. But then we've got component access here, which is, it's quite nice to see actually, because I didn't expect there to be that much components. Oh, that many components, sorry. Is this openable? No. Again, we've got, I'm not touching that fire extinguisher. Got emergency lighting. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's only the only downside of this right now in 4.7.2, and even in 4.8. And I'm pretty sure later on this year or next year they're bringing back Jumptown for a bit, but or maybe some other events for ground. But again, it's so sad that there's all this wasted. Like, there's so much content, like gameplay content, that is in these vehicles here, and that is so underused right now. And it's kind of sad. Like, don't get me wrong, I appreciate them making like a lot more like space stuff where you're flying around, like the bombing runs that we're going to be able to do in 4.8. That's cool, but I still really want to see some use for like these. I mean this one could be used, to be fair. Because like, if you are going somewhere, you could just tag along a bunch of friends and just be like, get in, and then drive them somewhere from your from like maybe it's a big capital ship or a small drop-off ship or something like that. I mean, that would be quite cool actually. So yeah, this one is a little bit different. It does have a door here, and you can actually open this side and that side and the back, which is quite different compared to the last ones. Obviously it's got, what, 8 seats in here for people to sit and, you know, carry them. And then in here it has, again, some more weapon racks for maybe you and, I don't know, somebody who stays on board, or even just yourself, to be fair, as the driver. And then obviously you've got your auxiliary light in. I think I changed that before I got off, actually. That's quite funny. Again, component access, this is actually quite nice to see, because again, I don't know about you, but I just wouldn't think there'd be that much component use behind one wall. I would have thought it would be all over the place, but it's kind of cool to see that there's just all of that in one space. Yeah, that is quite cool. Now, yeah, I mean, that's about everything really. So this one, just before we like get onto pricing and everything, if you didn't know, this one's a military passenger ship, or not even ship. It's what's the word? Like a vehicle carrier. Not a vehicle carrier, like a people carrier in vehicle form, rather than ship form. This one is a military gunner vehicle, ground vehicle, which is nice. It's nice to have actually, because I don't think there is many of them in the game, to be fair. So it is nice to have one, just to have. Obviously, I do hope that when ground gameplay becomes more integrated into the game, I really do hope that there's more of vehicles like this, because it would be nice to see actually. I would really like to see more of them. And then finally we have obviously the Ballista here, which one, it already has ballistics on the top for the pilot or the driver, but then it also has a crap ton of missiles on the back, which are infrared, by the way. Pardon me. But yeah, let's talk about prices, shall we? So I'm just going to jump straight into it. So on the website, you can actually buy the Ballista for $140, which at the minute, it's a bit pricey for it to be not used and just kind of sit in your hangar. I mean, obviously, people do things with like ships and vehicles all the time, so you could use it all the time, you could not. But in my opinion, in my personal use, I would this would be sitting in my hangar for ages. It wouldn't do anything. And even if I've just went and bought these right now, and they'll do nothing. They'll just collect dust in my hangar. Like that's just the truth. It's unfortunate, but yeah. The next one. So the Centurion, this one right here, the big boy with the turret on the back, is actually a little bit cheaper. It's $110 for this one, which is a little bit different because I was expecting it to be about the same price. But because this one obviously is a gun compared to a set of missiles and a gun, it has two guns. So the pilot's one and then obviously the big one at the back. It's a little bit cheaper. Now, moving down to the Spartan, which is the cheapest of them all, it's $80. So it's the cheapest of them all, and I was actually surprised when I saw that. I was expecting it to be a little bit more expensive, like maybe it's 100 or 95 or something like that, but no, 80. So 80 is not bad. I mean, I'd pay 80 for the Ballista, but I mean, I don't know, passenger, like just having a bunch of friends being passenger princesses. I don't really think $80 is worth that. So CIG, like, take that. Yeah, you're not taking my money, you're taking my fists. I'm not going to say that because my account will get banned. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about in-game prices then, shall we? Alright, so the Ballista, you can actually buy this in two places. You can buy this in New Deal on Hurston, and you can buy it in Area 18 on R-Corp. So yeah, that's that. But the one at Hurston is 1.4 million or 1.407 million. Or if you want to buy it in ArtCorp, it is 1.481 million. Sorry for the awkward numbers. I just wanted to clarify so that it wasn't a bit awkward when you go to the thing and you're like, we didn't say that. There's obviously other numbers on it, but that's just the millions part. Anyways, the Centurion is again available in ArtCorp and Hurston. To buy it in Hurston, it is 1.106 million. Awkward number, I know, right? If you want to buy it in Hurston, though, it is 1.16 million. Yeah. I'm sorry, I think I said Hurston twice. The second one, the more expensive one, was ArtCorp, so that's my bad. Anyways, the final one, which is the Anvil Spartan here, the people carrier, is available in both again. The cheaper version is basically 800k. It's a little bit over, but if you want to buy it at ArtCorp, it is 850,000, so it's a little bit more expensive. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is the first vehicle series that we've reviewed. So the next one, we're going to be reviewing the I actually need to check if I have bought these and if I have enough for them. The F7C Mark 1 and the F7C Mark 2. Now, I don't have any other of the other versions, like the Ghosts and things like that, so I won't be able to review them, so I do apologise. And I am going to have to skip the F8C Lightning as well, because I don't have access to one of them. I do apologise, obviously in advance, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know in advance that that's not going to be able to go ahead. So if you see a skip in the videos when you're looking, you're like, where's the F8C Lightning and stuff? Until I get my hands on one, I'm not going to be able to do a video. So I might be able to do one at Direct Defense Con when it comes out, and I'm able to buy it and rent it out for a couple of days. But until then, I really can't do anything about it. My hands are kind of tied. So I do apologize about that, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Yeah, take care. Bye for now.